Once upon a time, I was a little baby. My mom kept me safe from everything that she thought was scary and was going to hurt me. The baby grew into a teenager. The teenager grew into a woman. There are some conversations I never got to have with my mother. Conversation about my body, conversation about men. These were hard topics that African mothers found forbidden to discuss with their daughters. When I got married and God blessed me with 3 beautiful daughters, it never came to my mind that someday I was going to be in the shoe of my mother to have such kind of conversation. When my daughters were growing into beautiful little girls, I was so excited to be a mom of daughters. I will make their hair, I'll dress them in little pretty dresses. But I didn't know that someday it's going to come when I have to talk about that topic that my mother avoided discussing with me. Hence the reason for this video. It's funny how things turn around. Time goes so fast. It's like a cycle that repeats itself. Maybe my mother did not have this conversation with me because she didn't know how to talk about it. She didn't know where to start. Her mother did not tell her. And as a 21st century mom, am I going to do the same thing my mom did? No, I'm not going to do that. So I chose to sit my daughters down and have that hard conversation. Do you know what that conversation is all about? If you're interested, follow me. Let's dive into this video. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Wendu. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber that lives in the beautiful city of Zurich, Switzerland. I am a mom of 4, 3 beautiful girls and a son. God blessed me, isn't it? But the scary truth of raising the female child in our world today. First of all, my daughters are growing so fast, watching them grow. When my daughter turned 9, I wanted to have this conversation, but I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know who to ask. I never had that conversation with my mom. I learned on the street, and I wasn't prepared to let my daughter learn on the streets. So 9 years went by. I didn't have that conversation. Her 10th birthday came. I didn't have that conversation. On the 11th birthday, suddenly I called my daughter and I said, baby, we need to have a conversation. And she said, what is it all about, mommy? The pad. And I said, you know what this is? And she laughed and she said, that is mommy. Is that not mommy's diaper? And I laughed as well. And I said, that's not mommy's diaper. That is a pad, a sanitary pad. And she said, what's a sanitary pad? And I said, you always see when mommy asks you to go get her pad. And she said, what is it for? I went on YouTube. I looked for videos to explain what the period was to her. I didn't know how to talk about it. I was a bit shy. She was a bit shy. She didn't want to talk about it. I know I might not be the only mother that is dealing with this issue at this moment. But the reason why I have my channel is to help. You're stressed out about something like this, is to help you be able to find people that were in the same situation as you. So I called my daughter up and I said, the period, once in a month, within 4 to 7 days, there is something that comes out of your stuff. And she said something like, what? And I said, and I called the name and I said something like blood. It comes out like pee. Then that's when you know that you are a woman. And when that happened, just know that you're a woman. And this is what you need to do. So I bought her like a little bag. I had the pads, I had pants in it, I had deodorant, I had little feminine stuff in them. And I handed it over to her. Then I asked her, do you know what that is? She said, yeah, that's the mommy diapers. And I said, no, that's not mommy's diapers. That is the sanitary pad you use when your period comes. And she said, mommy, how does it feel like? Like, I was so happy that she wasn't afraid to ask me questions. She said, mommy, how does it feel like? Does it hurt? And I said, yeah, it might hurt a little bit, but not that much. And the first time, it comes out just very little drop. Then when you see it, you know you have to tell your mommy. And she said, do I have to tell you? I said, yeah, you have to tell your mommy, so your mommy will show you how to use the pad. And she said, yeah, but can you just show me now? I said, yes. So we got the pants. I showed her how to do it. Then I said, this is how. She said, is it not heavy? I said, no, it's not heavy. You wouldn't even feel it. So in my mind, I was like, oh my God, my daughter is someday going to be a woman. That's scary. I know that's so scary for every mother's. But the difference between raising children now and raising children before is somehow our daughters become our friends. We don't see them. Like, I don't see my daughter as a little girl. She's somebody I can sit down, we can have a full-on conversation with. She can express herself, how she feels, what she thinks, what she likes, what she dislikes. And these are the opportunities or privileges we never had growing up. Our parents were our parents. There are conversations you never have with your parent. When I started my period, my mom never knew about it. She never asked me questions. Are you seeing your period? She never even cared to know. It's like, oh, I think she knows. But I think that really damaged a lot of people, because a lot of people learned on the streets. They made so much mistake. They learned the hard way. And as a mother, I wasn't prepared to let my daughters learn the hard way. So if it comes to that time where you have to sit your child or your daughter down to have this conversation, how do you intend to have the conversation? It is a very tricky one, but I think both you and your daughter need to be comfortable enough to discuss it. So what I did actually was I went on YouTube, I saw a video. We watched it together. I was looking at her face to see if she was a bit about it. No, but she just sat down. And when she finished, I felt maybe she was a bit shy with me. And she said, okay, mommy, can I go to my room and watch? And I said, yeah, go to your room and watch. So she went to her room. After watching, she came out and she said, now, mommy, I understand what the period is. I'm not scared anymore. And that really made me really, really happy. And I said, God, please, as I send out my child to the world, let the wolves not find her. That is the prayer of every mother. This is a right of womanhood. This is something I never knew, like I would get to the stage where I had to have this conversation. But these are conversations we need to have with our children. So I told her, when your period comes, you know, you can get pregnant. And she said, how can I get pregnant? And I told her, when you were watching the video you saw, they said, oh, when the sperm touches the egg, then it fertilizes. And she said, how can the sperm touch the egg? And I said, when you sleep with a man, and this man sleeps with you and the sperm touches the egg, then you get pregnant. And she said to me, never, that's not gonna happen. That's what every girl said these days, isn't it? So I just smiled and I said, you know what, God is gonna protect you. It's scary to be a mother to daughters, but I thank God every day for my daughters. And I ask that everyone that has a daughter out there, that God will give you the grace, when this conversation have to be said, that you will have the grace to speak about it, to explain it clearly to your daughter. I'm happy now that my daughter understands what period is, how to take care of herself, how to wash herself up. I taught her you have to wash your hands before you change your pad, and after you change your pad, you have to make sure you change it before every 2 to 3 hours. She's like, but mommy, that's stressful. I said, no, it's not stressful. It's something you feel you need to do, and you need to keep yourself clean, keep yourself healthy, stay away from boys. And she said, yeah, but would you get pregnant when you kiss? And I said, no, you don't get pregnant when you kiss, but you don't go about kissing. So I had that open conversation with my daughter, and I'm so excited about it. So if you're coming across this video for the first time, don't be scared to have that conversation with your daughter. Don't let them learn from friends. Don't let them make the mistake of learning on the street. Be open enough. It's a scary one, yes, but your daughters are going to be teenagers, and teenagers will be adult, and adult women mothers, and generation goes by. So don't be scared or ashamed to have that conversation, because if they don't get it from their mom, who are they going to get it from? It's safer and easier to hear your mom explain the process to you, to show you, than somebody on the streets. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, feel free to check out my other videos on my channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a video next time. Thank you so much, and may God keep our children safe and away from those wolves that are roaring outside. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.